we came out of the gate pretty strong against Mississippi State and started out playing fairly well. I think Mississippi State started to knock down some shots and kind of set us back on our heels, and before we knew it, we were in the hole so deep that we couldn't dig our way out. I was really proud of our resilience and the way we bounced back from that big loss and came out ready to play against Memphis. I was really proud of the way Fatia came to play. The first half, she really struggled. She was getting to the basket anytime she wanted, but she couldn't make a layup. I mean, it was to the point where she was shooting layups, getting her own rebound, trying to go back up and still missing. So she's finally settled down, and then the second half was able to knock down some shots for us, some big shots for us. Amanda Peterson did an outstanding job of doing what she does best, which is shooting the three. And so BJ realized that Fatia and Amanda Peterson had the hot hand the other day on Sunday afternoon, and so what she did was she continued to penetrate to the basket. When the defense collapsed on her, she kicked out to them for open shots, and they were ready to knock them down. They're really not hard to scout because, I mean, we've been scouting, you know, the players that are there now, the most of them are juniors and seniors, so they've been there for a long time. So obviously, we know those players very well. Southern Miss is they're just a very tough team. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be, they're one of our rivals, and it will be a very physical battle. And that's something that we have to be ready for. So they have a ton of players that can do a lot of different things. I mean, they have Amber Eugene that has a very good mid-range game. Will pull up jumper. She likes to get to the basket. She's about 5'10", big guard, goes to the boards really hard. Then they have Kendra Reed, who's a great three-point shooter. She's going to run the right sideline every single time. And if you don't pick her up in transition, she's going to knock down the three. We've got a really good point guard, Andrea Barber, that does a very good job of finding the open man and penetrating to the basket and getting her teammates set up in the offense. Big kid inside, 6'5", Stephanie Hegelson, who's transferred from Purdue, that does a good job of just catching, turning, and scoring over you. And she does also a very good job of altering shots. She's not a major shot blocker, but she's so long and lean that she's able to alter a lot of shots. Then, of course, it's Pauline Love, who's doing it all for him right now. I think she's averaging double-double for him. She's very difficult to guard. She's about 6'1", long, lanky guard that can, put it on the deck, shoot the three, rebound, post up. I mean, she's a utility player that can do it all, a lot like Diamond Rogers did for us last year. And then they have a strong and deep bench. I mean, they have Candace Rucker that they bring off the bench is a strong guard. They have Robin Murphy that comes off the bench. I mean, they just keep them going. They've got a first five and they've got a second five, and then they've got 2 or 3 players after that. So she dresses 13, 14, and she's played, 13, 14 players. Well, I think we've become better defensively. I mean, those are things that we've really been pointing out and we've really been keying in on. Like this morning, we had an early morning film session, and we really pointed some things out even from our Memphis game. Even though we won that game, we pointed out some deficiencies, some areas where we kind of fell asleep defensively. But we have improved on the defensive end. We have improved in terms of boxing out and rebounding. I want to see us to continue to improve upon that. I want to see a little bit more resiliency with us, and I also want to see a lot more consistency. I want to see how we respond, after getting the win on the road at Memphis, to coming into Southern Miss, because they're different styles. And I want to see how we respond to that. Also, I want us to continue to be mature, and we did a very good job at Memphis where we had a lead, and before we knew it, boom, they cut it to 3, and then we went right back down and was calm and collected, kept our composure, scored, got back on the board, and then came back down the opposite end and got a stop. So those areas I want to see us continue to improve upon.